like to welcome head coach of the U.S. team, Jill Ellis. Jill, we would like to open with your opening statement.
Thanks. I thought tonight we played fairly well. I think I credit Haiti for making it difficult for us, especially in the first half. Put a lot of numbers behind the ball and made it challenging for us. And obviously we were looking for diagonal balls in the box. And I thought they defended very hard. And I think gradually we sort of wore them down. I thought we came out and it was a great response. I mean, we worked really hard to make sure we're on the scoreboard first and on the scoreboard early. It's part of our mantra. So I was pleased we got the early goal. And the second half, I thought we played very well, moved the ball very well, and obviously got some great combinations and some really good finishes from different people. So I was really pleased.
Hey, Jill.
Hey.
You talked about building on your form for this game. Are you seeing an upward trend on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the score. We talked about performance. So I did. I mean, I think we'll look at our measures that we have, but I think we got different people involved, and we had a sort of slightly different lineup, slightly different way of approaching the game. I thought we did fairly well with that, but yeah, I mean, it's confidence really at this point. So I think our confidence and I think a big stat for us is not conceding a goal, and that's that's something that we're very proud of. But I definitely think we're moving in the right direction.
Jill, now that you're in the semifinals, do you expect your next two opponents to put that many players behind the ball?
Fascinating question. I wish I knew that. It's an inside scoop. I don't know. I mean, I think if I'm playing us, I think certainly it's a strategy, but I think we've sort of showed that we're persistent in trying to break it down. At some point it's a must-win game for either team, so teams going to certainly have to come out and play. So do I expect that potentially for a period of time? But I think at some point it's going to be an open-up game.
Rapinoe early in the game would seem to be running almost alongside Abby at center forward, and then she moved back a bit. Was that something that you urged her to do from the bench, or did she just have the freedom to go up front, left, right, wherever in the course of the game?
Yeah, we asked Abby to sort of stay high and keep that space open for both Pino and Carly to get into. But yeah, I think Megan has a pretty free role and roams a lot, and sometimes that's a good thing. So I thought she was lively, but I think it wasn't something specifically asked of her now.
You almost feel when you're playing some team such as Haiti, it's almost a winning and no-win situation, because if you win 6-0, it's like you're supposed to do. If you only win 2-0, it's like, what's wrong with the American team?
Right.
As a coach, how do you, balance that or handle that?
Yeah, I mean, certainly the result as far as the win's important, right? But we're talking a lot about our performance and measuring that, and we lowered our unforced errors from the first game to the second game. So we look at sort of measurables that we can assess ourselves on, not just the scoreline, but one of the things we really wanted to make sure this game we were first the ball was in our opponent's box. I think we weren't a lot last time, and we weren't active, and we didn't lose our marks well. So those are things that we sort of look at and evaluate. But I think it's I think that's the focus for us. But certainly putting goals in helps with confidence.
So the overwhelming majority of goals have been scored in the second half. Obviously, it's partially
How at halftime.
So moving into the semis and the final, is that something that you're actively looking to change and continue to focus just going more the first half, or kind of the cadence of how the goals are being scored being something that you're pleased with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with us coming out and scoring early and want to keep that trend. I think it's, again, teams are making it hard for us. It's a unique situation in CONCACAF because teams really do put a lot of numbers behind the ball, and certain teams are more athletic than others and make it very challenging. So I don't think it's something we see regularly, so I think it's something that we're gradually sort of looking at and working on. And do we expect to see something like that if we get to the World Cup? Potentially, but most of the games we play are pretty wide open. But yeah, I think it's a focus for the team to make sure that we, if we can score 2 in the first half, that the game, we're up 2-0, it's a much better feeling. It obviously puts a lot more pressure on the opponent. So yeah, I think we'd like to balance it out, but at the end of the day, we're also confident in how we play that we will get opportunities to score goals.
So it was Harris's first clean sheet with the U.S. What's her future like, and how has she been like a key role in helping this camp out?
Yeah, she's been great. I mean, so when I came on board, I like what Ashes has, and I think she she needs more experience, and that was important for us to get her a game, in a competitive situation where the games mattered, not just a friendly or something. So, I was very pleased with her, and she's done well in training, and has sort of been consistently now sort of our number 2. And it's about getting her experience ready to step in when needed.
Are you happy with how the team is playing right now?
I am. I mean, I'm saying hard to please, but yeah, I think there's a lot of good things happening, things that we are focusing on. I thought our combination play out wide was really, really good. We looked at certain spaces to get into, and we're doing that. So I am pleased. But this team has an expectation, as does the staff, that there's another level to go to.
Coach, could you give a word about Morgan Bryan, why she came on today, and what she's brought to the team in general, and how you see her role?
Sorry, did you start with, am I
Morgan Bryan.
Oh, talk about her. Mo's been very, very good in practice, and was deserving of playing time, But when we primarily been training her in the 6, where Holiday's been playing, but we wanted she was a targeted sub for me today. I definitely wanted to get her in the game if I could, and we played her a little higher than she's actually been training, but she gives us feet high, and she's loves to combine centrally, and she's got a lot of range, and obviously she got a goal, which was fantastic. So really pleased with where she's coming to and how she's contributing.
Do you consider her in the mix for a starting role in Sean's team?
More consistency, I think. That's what I'd like to see out of her, and I think today she came in there, and initially it takes a little bit of time to settle in, but I've kind of liked what I have, but I also I'm open to it.
Are you looking ahead to the World Cup and thinking about players and positions and strategies?
I'll give you the old cliche, no, not at this point. Right now it really, the next game is the most important game for us in our program right now, and that's what we're focused on.
We'll open it up to one more question, and we'll have more questions in the mix zone.
Jill, did this win sort of help the team get over the shock of losing Alex?
I think internally, we were obviously disappointed, but I think that there is an inner confidence that we know we're deep, and I've heard the players even say this, in previous moments, that we have a lot of depth on this team. So I think the emotion of losing Alex, from a performance standpoint and also a personal standpoint, was there, but they're very professional, and they know that they have a task at hand, and so they perform. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Players, we go.